To all the people spread across the 6 continents and 5 oceans of the world, it's an honor for me to be able to stand in front of you today. I give all of this glory to the God whom I believe and serve. Do you see me? I'm shaking right now because I'm so nervous. My heart is beating so fast. I feel like I am BTS right now. It's a miracle that I'm able to even stand on this stage in front of all of you. It's really amazing. I really feel a sudden rush of emotions in myself right now. If there are no miracles in our lives, that's probably because of 2 reasons. The first reason is because the phenomenon of miracle does not exist, or the second reason could be because we don't believe in miracles. However, I do believe in miracles because the fact that someone like me could be successful means that a miracle does exist. This isn't because I was talented, but it was because I met this tool called Atomy that has made this miracle possible. I actually worked for about 40 years. Before that, I graduated from high school, and for about 20 years I worked at a pharmaceutical company as a salesman. I worked in this department, and actually it was something that I hated the most, to sell things to people. That was why I could not excel in this category, and I was always lagging behind. However, I didn't have any other skills. That's why I only had to take up this job. However, 20 years ago, I came across Amway, and I thought that I could succeed, even someone as untalented as me as well. That's what got me mesmerized with network marketing. However, I could not succeed, and I switched companies every time, and I said, this is the last time, this is the real thing, and I did that for about 10 years. And ultimately, someone like me, I figured out, could not succeed in network marketing. So I spent all of my energy for the past 10 years. I lost my credit, I lost my luck, I lost all the money that I could borrow from before, and I lost all of my contacts. In such a situation, I thought that I could not do network marketing again and be successful. I told myself that I would not try to become rich through network marketing. I declared this to my family, and I was going to live a simple life. And it was then when I met Atomy. I had declared so rigorously that I would not do network marketing again. However, because my acquaintance kept asking me to do so, I said that I will just listen to my acquaintance, and if I don't like it, then I will just not do it. I think it was because I was gullible, and that's what made me come across this miracle of Atomy. Currently, I am now in a very satisfied life. I used to be in a very lowly place, but I have great gratitude to be able to be in a position where I am today. I can't think of anyone else who can live a happier life than me. That is why I'm very filled with gratitude and thankfulness. I believe that this is a miracle that has been realized in my life, and that is why, because I met Atomy, I want to think that there has been many miracles in my life. First is the miracle of coexistence, the coexistence of contractors and suppliers, and of the whole society as well. I know it's easier said than done to be in a coexisting relationship as this. However, I believe this relationship could not be realized in many companies and industries. First of all is the culture of accompanied growth. This exists in Atomy. And in this culture, everyone can grow, and it is a culture where everyone can be successful. Whether it's a company growth with the suppliers or contractors, there is no one party that has leverage, and that is why all the success system is present in Atomy. And through the equal distribution of wealth, Atomy is able to realize and make many successful people in this business. This business is actually very simple. No cost is required, and you don't have to purchase products in order to maintain your membership. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be born with natural skill. You don't have to be young. You don't have to be beautiful. Anybody can succeed in Atomy as long as you have the will. Atomy has that kind of system, and I believe no other company has this system. That is why I feel like this is a miracle. Through constant seminars, as long as you have the will, you can truly be successful here because the company hosts this success system. I know I used to live in the province, but now I have gone to 10 different countries out of the 15 countries that Atomy has launched to. I'm sure I've met many of you here today who is participating, and I want to be able to go to where you are and say my greetings. And actually, one of our suppliers, there was a fire in their company, so they were not able to provide us with supplies. They were in a very difficult position. So when this was a situation, Atomy provided them financial help. This supplier was very touched, and now they have rebuilt their company, and they have stood back on their feet to supply new and better products at a lower price to Atomy members. This is unprecedented in any industry or company, and Atomy also does not lag in the area of contributing back to the society. And that is why giving back, the culture of giving back, is synonymous with Atomy's culture. In the beginning, Atomy used to give about only $200 in donations, but last year we were able to give $10 million worth of donations. And recently, Atomy was able to build a children's rehabilitation hospital in Jeonju's Jesus Hospital. And the amount of donation was not that much. And the amount was $2.7 million, which was lacking to construct this hospital. So President Park made a promise that he would donate the $2.7 million that was lacking to build the rehabilitation children's hospital. I was always a person who had received help from other people. However, through Atomy, I was able to learn what it means to give back to the society and give back to others. And when I realized this, I realized that giving is the biggest happiness of all. So from now on, I want to be able to say that I live for others, and giving back to others is not for others, but giving to others is actually good for me. I believe this is one of the best cultures in Atomy. The second culture in Atomy is that it is a principally driven company. There are many people who do business in this world. However, if someone is principally driven, many people will think that that person is not flexible. That person has no flexibility. However, I am born that way. I do not know how to put on a two-face. If I lie, my face becomes red. And it's very difficult for me to hide myself. However, in Atomy, the company required me to be principally driven. So all I had to do was tell others about the company and the products as it is. I actually had a hard time working in this world because I could not be a two-face. I could not sell by lying. However, in Atomy, I'm so grateful that I can just be honest and be successful at the same time. And these principles of the company exist, the absolute price and absolute quality. The company, this absolute price, absolute quality means to provide the best quality products at the lowest price possible. This is truly a miracle. One of our flagship products is Atomy's Hemohim, and within the health industry of network marketing companies, we have ranked #1 for Hemohim product, and the absolute series, we have reached $100 million of sales.
칫솔은 누구나 태어나서 죽을 때까지 쓰는 건데 정말 많은 사람들이 한 제품을 오래 쓰지 않고 있습니다.
And also Atomy has its toothbrush and toothpaste, which has a quality that is prestige, and we are able to sell the toothbrushes one per each second. And if there is another miracle, is that we allow a refund if you do not open up the product.
만족하지 못하면 기간과 상관없고 사용한 것도 상관하지 않고 반품을
And in
해준다고
Atomy,
기적이 일어났습니다.
we refund and we repay the price of the product even if you've used it. However, in Atomy, we have the lowest refund rate of 0.19%. This is another miracle. It is these small things that make up the miracles in Atomy. That is because such small but difficult things to practice are being practiced here in Atomy. The third miracle in Atomy is that we are a global company. I was here in Atomy for about 10 years, so I know the beginnings of this company. In the beginning, I think if Atomy was a flashy company, I might have started earlier, but I was very proud at the time. I told my acquaintance that I did not want to listen about Atomy in the beginning. However, I think I was very lucky because my acquaintance kept telling me to do Atomy. So I just pretended to listen to my acquaintance, and that's how I came across Atomy. And I am always thankful. I'm so thankful to God that He has given me this opportunity. God has given all of these things to me by His grace freely. That's why I try to give freely to others as well. So this global Atomy, in the beginning, when it was not at all. In the beginning, I would go to the US and go to Dallas, and we would pack the van with broadcasting systems and products, and we would drive very, very far in a very wide area of the United States. However, when I saw the records, how we had driven about 8,000 miles, which is about 14,000 kilometers, I have such experiences as well. And this is indeed an amazing experience for us and for me. And now in Canada and Japan, in Southeast Asian countries, and Russia as well, and even to China and Indonesia. Currently, there's 11 million members of Atomians all over the world. And this is unprecedented and all over the world, which I believe is a miracle of all miracles. And the local Korean Atomy now has become global and has been known to all over the world. And I believe that Atomy will be even spread more throughout the world wide. And when all these contractors become one and become one system, it will be inevitable for the contractors to go all over the world, and that has been the direction that the company has taken from the beginning. Atomy will definitely become a prestige, premium brand. For the past 10 years, Atomy's growth has become sincerely a miracle. There are many proofs that show this miracle in numbers. Currently, Atomy is launched in 14 different countries. However, places like Colombia and many other South American countries and European countries where Atomy has not launched yet, and to go beyond to Africa, to wherever it is that Koreans have gone out to. People know about Atomy in those countries. 또는 경제적보다 더 나은 가치 추구를 할 수 있는 이거를 온 세상이
다 알고
And once the whole world knows about Atomy, they'll know the true value and
정말
quality of
애터미의
Atomy's
소중한
brand.
가치를 알려준다는 것이 저는
And it's
그런
not just
이런
about the products, but I
제가
believe it
그래서
is the
애터미 오니까
values that Atomy
사문을
purports to.
봤습니다.
When I first came into Atomy,
영혼을
I saw the
소중히
company
여긴다.
motto, Cherish the
아니
Spirit.
무슨 회사가
I thought to myself, what kind of
영혼을 소중히
company
여긴다는 말을
cherishes the
사문면에
Spirit
볼 수 있느냐?
and puts that down as
이건
their company
말도 안
motto?
돼.
There is no way
말로는 무슨
that this
소리를
is a
못해.
motto. Of course, you
그렇게
can
생각을
just say this with your
당분간
words.
했습니다.
This
하지만
was what I
잠깐
thought. I was skeptical in the
만약에
beginning.
이게 사실이라
However, I thought to myself, if
영혼을
this
소중히
is
여기는 게
indeed true,
사실이라
if this company
회장님께서는 영혼을 소중히
cherishes
여긴다
the
하면
spirit of
사람을
people,
소중히 여긴다는 뜻이라 하셨고
which President Park
사람을 소중히
says
여긴다는
is
것은
to
사람이
deem people to
사람을
be
수단으로
precious,
삼아서는
that means
안
a
된다라고
person
하는
should
이야기입니다.
not look at another person
너무나
as a
환상적인
means. I
이야기였습니다.
thought that this was a
저는 정말
marvelous
태어날 때부터
value of a
하나님
company.
그것과
Ever since I was
말씀과
born, the talent
착해
that I would
가지고
receive from
물러
God
퍼지고
was that
순진한 거예요.
I was so innocent and I was
그러한
so
저에게
kind.
딱 애터미가
And I
체질이기
felt
때문에
like Atomy,
이
who
회사의
had such a
사업을
company
비롯해서
motto, was perfect for
이념이라든가
me.
경영의
That's
목표라든가
why
이런 것들이 거의 환상적이었습니다.
the founding principles to
만약에
manager objectives
사분대로
were
경영을 하고
just amazing to
이념대로
me.
경영을
So
하고
I thought if the company
목표대로
did manage the
이루어진다면
company with
이거는
its
기적
motto,
중에
manager
기적이다라고
objectives,
했습니다.
I truly believe this
그
would be
중에
a
하나가
miracle of all
유통의
miracles.
허브가 된다고
Another aspect of the
그때는
miracle was that
애터미가
Atomy
집도
wanted to
없고
be a hub of
건vet한 회장님의
distribution.
모습도
At the
아니었고
time,
오로지
Atomy was not
회장님의
that big,
생각과
and
생각할 수
President
있는
Park was not that
회장님의 입에서
flashy
나오는
either. This was just
그러한
a dream
내용이었습니다. 이
inside of
유통의
President
허브가
Park's head. However,
뭔가가 아니라
today,
이미
it is
됐다라고
no
말해도
longer
그거
a
전 세계인이
dream. I
그렇죠.
believe this is something that we have
새로
realized now,
인류 기업이
and
된답니다.
to become a
인류 기업이 되는
first-class,
것 자체도
world-class
이것도
company.
말도 안 되고 그렇게 말이라고 쉽게 하는 게 아니라고 하는 그런 내용인데
I know it's not easy
이제는
to say,
정말로
however, Atomy
인류
has now
기업의
truly
자질을
become
갖췄습니다.
a world-class
제가
premium
처음에
company.
오니까 네트워크
When
마케팅의
I
역사는
first came
애터미가
to
새로 쓴다라고 했습니다.
Atomy, President Park said he
전
would
세계 네트워크
rewrite the
마케팅이
history of network
미국으로부터
marketing.
시작해서 전
From
세계에
the
이미
United
수십
States,
년씩
network
앞서가고 있는
marketing
회사들이 많이 있음에도
had been
불구하고
preceded
이제
for decades
아무것도
now.
없이
However,
생각 하나 가지고
Atomy
시작한 이
started with
애터미가
just this
네트워크
vision.
마케팅의 역사를
And the fact
새로
that they said
쓴다라고
they
하는
would
그
rewrite the
말을
history of
과연
network
누가
marketing, when I
믿을 수
heard this,
있을까요?
I was quite skeptical.
그런데 저는 그게 궁금했습니다.
But I was
무슨
curious.
근거로 뭘
With
어떻게 하길래
what standards, with
그런
what
말씀을
reference
하셨는지
is President
그걸
Park
알아봤기
saying this?
때문에
And I looked
저는
into
지금
this,
이
and
자리에
that is why
있습니다.
I'm able to
지금
stand here
현재는
in
네트워크
front of all
마케팅의
of you.
역사를 새로 쓴다가 아니고 새로 썼다라고
I
말해도
believe
전혀
that
손색이
Atomy
없습니다.
has indeed already
이제 전
rewritten
세계
the
네트워크
history of
마케팅이
network marketing.
애터미로 다
The whole
함께
world's network
흡수가
marketing
되든지
companies
애터미처럼
will either
하든지
be
둘 중에
absorbed by
하나를
Atomy or
선택해야
will
된다고
practice their
봅니다.
business practices as
정말
Atomy. They
여러분
only have two
하나하나 이
options.
애터미 소개를 하다 보면 뭐
If I'm
밤을
to
새워도
begin with
다 할 수가
introducing about
없을
Atomy,
정도로
I think we will not have enough
상상을
time.
초월하는 그런 일들이 생각에서 입으로 나왔던 그 황당한 말들이 10년 만에
And
모두가
within 10
이루어지는
years,
기적을
what
이루어낸
President Park
회사가
had
바로
said had become
애터미입니다.
realized.
지난 10년간의 이런
In the
실적이
past
모두가
10
기적이라고
years,
아니할 수 없는데
we cannot deny that this was a miracle. However, 10 years from now, what do you think it will become
이제는
like?
더 상상을 하기 어려울 정도로 이 애터미라는 회사가 세계에서
I believe
커버되고
Atomy will take the center
여기
stage
여러분들이
even
바로
more so than it had in the
그것이
past. And all of you here
주인공이 될
today
거라고
will
저는
become
확신합니다.
the center of that spotlight within
여러분
10 years.
오늘 이루어지는 석세스 아카데미를 통해서
I hope that through the Success Academy
집중해서
being
이
conducted
회사가
today, I
하는
hope you will
말이
be able to focus and
사실이라면이라고 하는
concentrate
가정을
and
해보시기
discern
바랍니다.
whether all the things that are said
회사가
here are
내세우는
indeed
많은
true.
이야기들이 사실이라면
I want you to discern whether the things that are
여러분이
being
이
said here in this
회사에 대한
company is true, and
관심이
if it is,
생길
then
겁니다.
your
확인하면
interest for this
할수록
company will be
사실이구나,
sparked. The
사실이구나,
more you look into it,
사실이구나를
you will
알 수 있습니다.
realize that it is indeed
너무나
true.
세상에 없었던 생소한
That is
이야기,
because all the things that
황당한
are
이야기이기
being said
때문에
here are
많은
new and they
똑똑하신
have been
분들이 이런 게 어디
unprecedented.
있어.
So many smart
나는
people
그런
will
거를
say,
상황에서
there
본
is no
적도
such thing.
들은
I have
적도
never
없어.
heard such a
그걸
thing.
말이라고 그렇게 쉽게 해라고
You can't say
하는 게
such things.
보통
And that is
사람들입니다.
how people
그래서
usually think.
사람들은 긍정적이어야 된다고
So
말은
people
하면서도
say you need to
늘
be
부정적인
positive,
생각을
optimistic.
기본적으로 갖고
However,
있고요.
their default thought is
긍정적으로
always
하는 삶이
negative and
가장 좋은
pessimistic.
삶이라고 알고 있으면서도
And although they think obedience is the best way, they are not able to live such lives, and we live mostly in pride. If Atomy was the same as other companies, there is no way that this company would have rewritten the history of network marketing as it had in the past. All of you that are participating here in this online Success Academy, I think there are over 15,000 of you here that are participating live. You will become, if you can find any gaps and holes in this company, please identify them, and you can forget about Atomy. But if you have not identified them, then you will realize that you have been trapped by your own stereotypes and misconceived ideas. So everyone here today, I truly believe that you are very lucky, and I hope you will discern whether what is being told in Atomy is true. Check out the quality of this products and what it means to become a masstige product. The combination of this word, mass and prestige, is actually an irony, that the fact that it can be for the masses and it is for the prestige. However, in Atomy, it is a masstige product, a prestige product for the masses, which is unprecedented. About 2.5 years ago, I went into a health diagnosis, and I was diagnosed with cancer. And I was diagnosed with level 2 lung cancer, and I got surgery, and now I am in recovery. If it was not Atomy, if I was struggling financially, if I did not have time, if I did not have the Christian values I have heard from Atomy, I would not have been able to withstand this lung cancer and have lived an unstable life. I think the recurrence of such cancer would have come back. However, now, whatever the case is, I do not think about negative thoughts that negatively affect my immune system. I consume as good products and nutrients for my body, and as I spend time in nature, I'm actually healthier now than I had cancer before, and I'm confident of that. So I actually thank God for giving me cancer. My thoughts are completely changed. I was able to become unselfish, and I have become more humble. That's why I give thanks to God. If you show your interest to Atomy, then your everyday life will become a miracle, and your miracle will become your everyday life. Each word you utter will touch your hearts. Those that have succeeded in Atomy, if you look at their resume, I truly believe it is a miracle that they have succeeded. All of you have now. There is no reason for you to not enter into this stage of miracle. If you have beloved family members, I hope you will look into Atomy. Nowhere in this COVID-19 situation can you find hope. So to those that have no hope, I hope you will be able to deliver this light of hope to them. And this ends my company introduction to all of you. Thank you very much once again, and I am very happy. I love you all.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.